Human trafficking is a striking case of how certain groups of human beings are treated as less than human.
Armed conflicts and humanitarian crises expose individuals to an increased risk of being trafficked.
We are seeing that not only does human trafficking occur in the situations of conflict, it is also occurring as people try to flee and escape the conflict.
Refugees and IDPs can be easily targeted by traffickers who prey on their desperation for the purposes of exploitation.
We know that women and girls disproportionately bear the brunt of the problem of warfare or civil warfare. And the same is true of human trafficking. Women are often, and girls are often, the ones who are most targeted.
We've seen many situations where women and girls, because they're fleeing conflict, they have had to abandon their education, they have had to abandon the economic security and resources that they had. They are, by definition, in a state of desperation and vulnerability. In a situation when there's not conflict, it's more common for a victim of trafficking to be lured by deception and fraud. But in situations of conflict, we are seeing more that they're literally being taken by force, by kidnapping. With ISIS, we have seen some of the most horrific forms of trafficking.
We've had some remarkably ideological, bloodthirsty groups, most notably Boko Haram and ISIS, who target women and girls not only for sexual violence, to essentially spoil them in the eyes of their families and male partners, but to actually take advantage of them as sex slaves.
The international community is more aware of it, more concerned about it, and more determined to try to fix this situation.
Although progress had been made, there remains considerable work to do, particularly in ensuring that states support a higher proportion of victims, prevent new cases of trafficking in persons, and end the impunity of traffickers.
The real experts are survivors of trafficking, and it is really important that when we are talking about creating a coordinated response to human trafficking, we need to be sure that survivor advocates have a seat at that table.
Women in the situation of human trafficking and conflict are agents. They are the ones who have to bring change, and following through on them having lives in which they can have jobs or be political leaders is important. In the human trafficking field and so much of the human rights field, there's this sense of, what can I do? That you not only have your heart broken, but that you are pointed in a direction that you can do something.
It is vital that we are united in reducing the demand for unlawful services stemming from human exploitation and coercion.
You need to push officials to change.
In doing so, we shall keep our governments accountable to protect the most vulnerable victims in our societies.